What's up, everybody? Sal here, back at it again. Welcome into another live stream here. We're going to be talking about Doge and why it's been pumping so much lately. Me personally, I just think it's just people's hopes and dreams coming up, but it looked like it had a sharp intake and then a quick drop off. So even though it's not a lot in value per se, it definitely has quite a bit. You can make quite a bit if you have a large sum of money into it. But while you're coming in, like and subscribe. Follow me on YouTube at Sal the Investor. Follow me on TikTok here, of course, Sal the Investor. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, same thing. Just type in Sal the Investor and you could probably find me. Subscribe here. I'd like to go ahead and keep this channel going. Also, if you guys aren't getting on my Patreon, follow on the Patreon because I post all my buys, my trades, and my portfolio updates on there, as well as I also will put in there it coming in a month or two. Not sure when, there's an exact date yet, but I'm going to try and do just Q&A sessions. People can join in, a live Zoom call meeting. We can go over things, and the more people that you can talk with about investments, it's always good, even if it's from beginner to advanced, because then beginners can learn and advanced can get a different perspective, because you always need to get that newcomer perspective to investing. It's refreshing, and it gives you a reset look on how to invest. But with going on Doge, now me personally, I don't have Doge in my wallet. As if you've been following me along, I only carry XRP, Bitcoin, Quant, Atom, Dot, and Crow. And I just recently started having Harmony One token in, and that's just really like a lottery ticket to me. I don't have much in there, so don't go haywire on that. But the reason why Doge has been pumping is because it just seems like there've been put a lot of buy pressure on Doge right now. It's rising a little faster than it should be considering the market. I think it's looking today, it was up 30% on the week. It's up about 2.5% today. Now, as if you're trading, Doge is a good coin to start learning how to trade and how to anticipate buyer sentiment, because that's all it is on that. It doesn't have any utility. I think now you can stake it and earn rewards on it and things like that, but I don't really pay much attention to Doge because it does not have as much world utility yet, or if it's ever going to have it. Kind of like the same thing with Shiba. It's just you're basically getting a lottery ticket. It's kind of like getting a ticket for the Powerball. You're not necessarily going to win every single time. So, but the reason why I say Doge is a good learning lesson to trade, and when you can trade on market sentiment, which is retail investors coming in, going out, and how big investors wild holders of Doge can take advantage of retail sentiment. So you can take a look at it and see when it's going up, when it goes down, and how you can anticipate trends. It is a very good learning tool, and something good that I say you should follow and trade off of. Not like heavy amounts of money, but just a little bit. Now, I personally, like I said, I don't hold Doge in my wallet, but needless to say, it's something that you can learn off of and you can grow from, but I wouldn't be sitting here trying to make significant sums of money off it. Plus, the liquidity kind of goes back and forth. Your liquidity is based on the volume of people wanting to buy it. Now, there is something else I wanted to talk about now that we're done talking about Doge here, but we do want to take a good look at if the responses from these YouTubers from FTX. I do see that they're starting to apologize. And like I said, I don't think they had any malice involved in that with the FTX situation going on. I think that they have definitely played a very small role in it. However, given that, what I can say is that from my experience in working in the financial industry, and when these type of things happen, is that there's what's called a clawback. And what a clawback is that the government will appoint a trustee. All the funds will be held by this trustee. They will appoint, which they already did, they appointed a new CEO to the position. So this new CEO and the government, once everything gets settled down, and when the FBI starts getting involved, and the postal service starts getting involved in wire transfers and everything like that, that's where they're going to start clawing back money, and that's how they get money back for investors. They just keep digging until they get money. So if these YouTubers have been getting paid a significant sum of money, they will come back and they will take it. The reason why I say that clawbacks are possible for these guys, for these influencers, is simply because they can take that money, and it's within the law that they can do it. When they say that, because of that clause in the clawback, I'm not too careful. I'm not an attorney, but when they get that clawback, it allows them to even take it back from charities, anything given, and even other companies. They could take that money back. Now they can't take it back if the money was given and then spent, but in the YouTubers' case, they are the single entity, so they can put a lien on the business for that to be taken back, or put a lien on the person or their property to take it back. So this is why I say it gets very tricky, and you kind of have to do your research if you're going to promote stuff, because you can't just promote and say, well, I was just a paid promoter. It's like you have some responsibility, especially if you have a few million people watching you every month or every day. You have to have some sort of responsibility. That's why I say I have a Series 7, which only allows me to buy and sell and trade stocks, equities. Now, that has a different thing, because I can't sell you an annuity. I can't sell financial services. But all I can do is say, you want to buy Apple stock, I facilitate that for you. You want to buy Ford, I can facilitate that for you. That's all that I can do. And it's very careful, because even in a situation like this, like as someone with a Series 7, I could not legally promote an exchange like that. I could not. So it gets very interesting to watch some of these people go through this and seeing this bubble pop, because this bubble is popping with these influencers, and that money is disappearing. As I know, because I have a friend who's in the exotic car field, and he's buying up car after car for like $150,000, $200,000 discounts, because they're all going to foreclosure. They're all going repossession. They're getting marked. Banks got to offload these. They got to get their money back. They got to do stuff. And so I think that bubble's finally coming to an end with that. But I do see some hope in there for them, is that they can claim lack of due diligence. It's no excuse, but it kind of gets them off the hook. And now we got to talk about BlockFi. Now, BlockFi, I do have some money in BlockFi, and like I said, I left it in there, and it's money that I can risk, but I did have some money in BlockFi. Probably not getting that back. We're probably going to be years before I get it back. All I was doing was staking my Gemini coins for Bitcoin interest, which it really wasn't much, but I did not have anywhere. I think I had like 0.1 Bitcoin, which is a lot, and that could be a lot to a lot of people, but it's in there, it's gone. I just write it off. Luckily for me, I can write it off on my taxes, because you write those losses off on your taxes. So, but BlockFi, we should have known that this was going to happen. What happened was it should have went down in the beginning. It should not have been able to stay afloat for so long. And this only proves because if you're in the U.S., BlockFi was banned from selling its interest accounts. And here's going to be a good reason why these interest the regulation is going to come in. So with the whole FTX collapse and everything going on, and other related crypto businesses collapsing with FTX, we're definitely gonna see some regulation. Now, when I say regulation, is that you're probably gonna see more efficient marketplace, but it's gonna take a decade to get there. Like, we still got a lot of growth in crypto till we get there. We also have a lot of areas where they do need to knock it down. Like, there's got to be an official regulated way to release a coin. And I think that will solve all the Ponzi schemes or the scam coins out there. And when that happens, you're going to watch the amount of cryptocurrencies drop from, I think it's like 22,000 all the way down to probably like 500. I think there's probably 500 tokens that are actually useful, actually have utility, actually have potential, and they're intending to do something. Now, the ones that I like to invest in, of course, I always say, like, I have XRP. Speed and interoperability is what I'm going for, and Bitcoin, because I believe Bitcoin's gold, quant is platinum in the crypto world. And the more of each of those I have, the better, we're going to be in the long run. It's in the short term, they're not good bets against inflation. But if you look over 10 years, over the whole history of Bitcoin, putting money into Bitcoin is way better than leaving it in a bank and letting inflation eat it up, because it rose very well against inflation. So that's why all my profits I put into Bitcoin, all the other stuff I put into those areas. With that said, it's going to be a crazy. With that said, I want to leave this on a final note. I know we got a lot of craziness going on with FTX and all that huge scandal. You got Dogecoin pumping, you got random things happening in the crypto world. But I do want to say this: I expect a down market. I expect to see a lot of red, a lot of blood, and unfortunately, a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money from December, January, and February. I think once that's going to be the true bottom of the market, and that is when I'm going to dump in a significant amount of money. Now, it also is a key point, because when this crypto market does its final drop, it's also going to be the true start of the recession. Although, me personally, I believe that we are in an economic recession, have been in since March of this year. But it's going to be the official point that it's going to be. And we record this video right now. Follow me right now. Comment, save this video, because I'm telling you, there's going to be blood in the streets. And you don't want to invest too soon. Now, I'm dollar cost averaging. I'm slowly putting money in. We're talking very small amounts into what I'm investing, and that's just, I see a little dip, I buy a little bit. I see a little dip, I buy a little bit. But I fully expect to have a huge dip. So I fully expect XRP to hit like 21 cents by the beginning of the year, and that's when I'm going to start buying heavily. I expect Bitcoin to be around 7,500 to 8,500. Gonna heavily buy. I expect Ethereum to be around $500. Going to buy into that again. Even though I said I wasn't, I'm going to do a quick trade. Do a quick trade into ETH. Although, as far as long-term hold, I'm not too thrilled on Ethereum, because it's not as decentralized as they advertise. However, when it comes on the 500, it does present a good buying opportunity. With that said, with the crash of the crypto market, Coinbase, their stock price will drop. And I'm expecting a $20 to $25 range, but it could drop down to a $10 to $15 range. That would be an excellent position to buy, because I believe Coinbase will come back to dominate the market. I have a feeling Binance is going to lose its hold. That's just me personally. That's just how I'm thinking. I believe that this is going to lose its hold on the crypto share. Now, it is a big exchange, and anything can happen, but I always said, you don't have to be the first to be the biggest. You can come in late in the game and dominate the market. And I think that's what's going to happen, because Binance and its founder mirror a lot of what SBF did. So we'll have to see. I'm not saying, but we'll have to see. And with that said, DOT, I think is a good buy too right now, because it's now at 535. I think I checked. This was an hour ago. Of course, things change. But I'm investing heavily into DOT because it's now almost at the point of when it was released. It's a very good, you're coming back in at the entry point, and I have a feeling on the next bull run we're going to see targets between 100 and 120. So if you're getting in at between $4 and $5 or even at $7, you're going to make a significant sum of money. Even if you want to cash out at the 40 range, you're still going to make a lot of money. So with that said, guys, like and subscribe. I got to get back here, keep running my business. As you guys know, I own a moving company. So like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. Sal the Investor. Like and subscribe on YouTube. As always, though, subscribe here because you will get the first, and down the road, the reward for subscribing to me on TikTok is I will do subscriber-only videos that will be about trading and why I'm trading, why I would say this is a good buy point, more detailed analysis videos on individual stocks, cryptos, and investments. So thank you, guys. Have a safe day out there. Remember, always respect the process to investing. And if you need help with investing, I strongly recommend you get a certified financial advisor because they can answer your questions accordingly. And remember, I'm a broker. I just broke. That's all we do. We just broker deals. That's all we do. So remember, they don't even care if I'm not even fiduciary responsible with trading. So that's just what I say. Don't go for a broker. Go for someone who is a certified financial planner and plan out your life first. And of course, before you get into crypto, make sure you have your nest egg set aside. Don't invest your nest egg in crypto or in any risky high asset. Only invest what you're willing to lose. Thanks, guys, and I will see you guys later today.